right, 7th graders, if you clicked on this video, it's because you are a giraffe. You should have a piece of paper on that looks like this. If you don't have this piece of paper, hit pause and raise your hand and either get it from Miss K or Miss Evans. All right, your goal is to make your paper look exactly like mine. If you have your entire piece of paper filled out, it's a +5 for scholarship. If you're missing something, it'll be lunch attention for tomorrow. First problem, we're going to review combining like terms. As a reminder, I can only combine variables that are the same. So I'm going to start off here. I have 10x. Now I need to combine it with something else that shares the same variable. I have 10x. I also see an x here. Now I notice that there's a negative sign in front of it. So that means I have 10x and I am subtracting 7x. When I do 10x minus 7x, I get 3x. And now I can move on to the other parts. I have a 3 and a 4. I cannot combine my 3 or my 4 with the x's because they don't share the same variable. But because there is no variable on it, they are constants, and constants can be combined. 3 plus 4 gives me a +7. If at any point I'm moving too quickly, you can pause this video, go back, and rewatch it. Second example, we're going to skip example 2 at the bottom, and I want you to move to where it says example 3. Example 3 should look like this. This one's a little bit different. Again, I can only combine like terms. So I'm going to start off, and I see 2x squared. Now I can only combine 2x squared with other x squareds. I see an x squared here, and I see an x here. I can only combine it with one of these. I can only combine it with the negative x squared. Now there is not a coefficient in front of this number. If I just have an x by itself, that means I have negative 1x squared. So if I have 2x squared, and I am subtracting 1x squared, I then have just 1x squared. You can also write 1x squared as x squared. Now I need to combine the other terms. I have a 3, which is a constant. I can only combine that with other constants. I see 11 is also a constant. So 3 plus 11 gives me 14. And finally, I have this x by itself. I cannot combine that with anything because there are no other variables that contain just an x. So I have x squared plus 14 plus x. This could also be written in another order. It could also be x squared plus x plus 14, or in any other order because order doesn't matter with addition. Last example. I have 12y minus 2y, 12 minus 2y minus 9 plus 8y. Again, I'm going to try and combine like terms. I have a 12 right here, which means I can only combine it with another constant, which is right here. So I have 12, and now I have to ask myself, am I adding 9 or subtracting 9? I am subtracting 9, so it's 12 minus 9, which gives me 3. Next thing I need to look for is the next thing to combine. I have 2 y's right here, and I'm subtracting 2 y's, so they're going to be a negative 2y. And I have 8 y's here. I can only combine my variables with my variables. So I have negative 2y and a positive 8y. This is really important. When I have one number that's negative and one number that's positive, when I'm adding, I keep the sign of the bigger number. So are there more good guys or bad guys? There's more good guys. So I know my answer is going to be positive. And then I can subtract the 2. So 8 minus 2 gives me 6y. Again, if we want to take notes on this, 1 negative and 1 positive, when you see 1 negative and 1 positive, you subtract and you take the sign of the bigger number. All right, you have the rest of your packet to complete, and when you have completed that, put it on the right-hand corner of your desk, X out of this video, and then you may log into ST Math.